What's good, everybody? Thank you for tuning in. She chased her dreams and made it happen. Now she's starring as the new Mythos Force Pink Power Ranger and blessing the world with her voice as a talented singer. Let's give it up for Miss Underwood. How you doing today?
Thank you. Thank you. I'm doing great. Thanks for having me on your show.
No problem. No problem. Thank you for coming on. So I do it with all my new guests. So in acting and singing, is it a job or is it a passion?
It is more of a passion for me because I know I've been singing since I was like, I'm going to say like 5, but it's really as long as I can remember. I have a very musical family. My mom was a choir director. My dad played the organ. So we were all in the choir singing things. We've had to create church plays and act in those plays and things like that. So I would call it more of a passion, not really a job. Because if I could quit my job today and just do it full time, that's what I would be doing.
All right, that's what we love to hear over here. That's what I love to hear. So let's start out with the background. So Mythos Force Pink Power Ranger.
Mm-hmm.
I'm an avid Power Ranger connoisseur. I grew up with Mighty Morphin all the way to Zeo and everything. How did this talk to us? How did this come about?
So I know in one of my videos, I have said, I wasn't lucky enough to be able to watch all of them as a child. I watched like Mighty Morphin when I was a kid, but we didn't have continuous cable. So when we had cable, I was able to watch it. And then when that cable got shut off, I was like, okay, guess I can't watch it right now. But that's why I'm glad that I was able to watch it now as an adult. I have that option because now I have adult money. So I can watch what I want to watch. So now I can just watch what I want to watch when I want to watch it. So
Yeah.
actually, sometime before Mythos Force got announced and everything, I had got back into Power Rangers, which I liked because now that I'm an adult, I can watch it now with adult eyes and actually understand what's happening. I can understand the storyline. I can, appreciate it more than when I was a kid and it would just kind of come on cable and then that cable got shut off. So, but
Yeah.
I got really into it because the first one that I rewatched as an adult was Jungle Fury. Jungle Fury is now my bias. I love Jungle Fury so much. And then after that, I watched Time Force. Now, Time Force, in my opinion, now just has like the best storyline, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
But after watching all of that, it's like it built a new love of Power Rangers for me. And when I saw that Mythos Force got announced, I was like, oh my God, I want that to be me. I want that to be me. That needs to be me like now.
Yeah.
So I got pretty hype, to say the least, when I saw it. As soon as I saw that they were casting for the Pink Ranger, I got on that immediately. Yeah, I was on that thing. Yeah.
I feel that. So I'm gonna say this. I feel Mighty Morphin is the all-time GOAT. I feel there's nothing that could top Mighty Morphin. But I'm also a Zeo fanatic. Like I fell in love with Zeo. Zeo was like my go-to Power Ranger thing. In casting, so how did like talk to me, man? So what did it go like, are you in acting circles to where that cast got out? Was it a short film or like how was it presented to you? Sorry.
So Mythos Force, it came on my TikTok. So Mythos Force was more of a dream and passion project of young sages. So it wasn't necessarily something that was just specifically geared towards an acting circle or anything like that. If that came on your page, you could go ahead and audition for it. It was that kind of a thing. And I think it was more so geared towards Power Ranger fans. Like if this is something that you were interested in, that you could actually, live out your dreams and be a ranger. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't really something that, because there are these different acting profiles that you got to pay for and get all these different things, to try and get into that type of field. But what I really liked about this was that he put out there, like, if you want to audition, make a video. He gave you these different qualifications and these different things to put in your video to audition. The only thing about me was I kept putting them videos out. I didn't just do one. I just kept doing it.
Yeah, okay.
Because I wanted it. I wanted it bad. I was like, if I want them to see that I want this, I'm going to post a video every single day. Because the thing that he was doing is he would announce one ranger every Monday. So that was what he did. And all the audition videos on TikTok, he would watch all of them and go through them like that. So that just gave people an opportunity where you normally wouldn't have one. So I thought that was really great.
Yeah, that was pretty dope. I mean, it builds engagement with your followers, and it lets the people know that, hey, you're not just a submission in a bunch of submissions. I'm actually watching, actively engaging. So I have to ask, so like, were you doing the karate kicks and punches? Like,
yeah, so the first ever video I did auditioning for the Pink Ranger, I introduced myself. I gave my qualifications. I was like, hey, I'm in karate. I've been in karate since I was a kid, and how I really wanted it. Okay. And I was like, if there's anything I'm lacking, if there's anything I need to learn, I am willing to learn it. I am willing to learn whatever you need me to learn for me to be this. I will do whatever I have to do. That was my very first video. And then I did the morph in that video. So I did the morph, which is Power of the Mythos Arise. So that was the morph. So I did that. And then I did like some kicks and things. However, in that first audition video, I had heels on because I had just got off work. So yeah, so I had on heels and I was doing like kicks and stuff. And I made my sister record me because I had went in heels. Yeah, I was in heels. So yeah. So I was like, I need to get it done. I need them to know I'm serious.
Yo, you would have been cast right then and there. I would have shut it down. Yeah, Pink Ranger. She did this in heels. We're done. We're done. We're done.
Yeah, I was like, I need them to know. Because I didn't have an extra pair of shoes or nothing. And I had just got off work. I had went to my sister's house. I showed her. I was like, listen, I need you to record me right now. Like, because I don't have like the one of those stands or anything.
Yeah. You don't have
and so I was like, I need you. Yeah, I don't have one. So I was like, I need you to record me now. Right now. So I just went and did it. And then after that, I just kept putting them out.
Feel that, man. Like I did, because of you, I did go. I found Young Sage on Instagram, and I followed him on Instagram. I haven't found him on TikTok yet. And like, yo, I'm loving what he's doing. I mean, that's pretty dope. The whole concept of, he created his own version of Power Rangers, which is pretty, and he's trying to get Saban to actually, green, I guess put their stamp of approval on it. I guess that's how I'll word it. So that's
the idea right now, because filming for the pilot is actually going to be happening in December 12th is when we'll start filming the pilot. So once we film the pilot, that will be getting pitched to Hasbro. So, and that's really to get that Power Rangers stamp, you know what I mean? However, even if it doesn't get picked up by Hasbro, this is still a show that is going to happen.
Okay.
Regardless.
I love it. I love the energy behind it, because I'm gonna say this. I had a dream of acting at one point in time in my life. I did audition, and I didn't really pursue it as hard as I could because I didn't have the financial backing that I needed to go and pursue it. But like hearing this, yo, like I'm elated for y'all. So I have to ask, so when did you fall in love with acting? Like when did you discover, like, hey, you know what? I want to be an actress.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you the whole background on this. Okay. So actually, when I was a kid, I wanted to act. My mom actually signed us up to go on Disney at one point. Like, we actually went to the auditions and stuff, but my dad cut it off. And the reason why he did that was because they wanted us to model swimsuits and we were children. And my dad was like, yeah, no, we're not doing that. And he took us home.
Okay.
So yeah, so my dad was like, yeah, we're not doing that. And my parents are both preachers. They're both pastors, bishops, which I mean, and now I'm also a mom. So now I get that. Like, when I took this role on, I needed to make my Instagram public. And I had a whole bunch of pictures and videos of my kids. And now with AI and like things like that, I didn't want my kids' faces out there, So I had my kids, my nieces, nephews, any child I had on my page, I cleared that off because I don't want nobody to have access to any child at all. Yeah. So I took them all off. So I understand now why my dad did what he did, but I was a little disappointed because I did want to be an actress. I wanted to be a singer. And then when I was in high school, I actually wanted to go to New York when I graduated high school to go to a performing arts school. That was what I wanted to do. That did not happen, though. I ended up getting accepted to a fire academy to be a paramedic and firefighter.
Kudos.
Yeah, I didn't apply, but I got a letter in the mail saying I got accepted. So I was like, all right, this must be what
It's
God
fate.
has for me. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's really what I thought. I was like, this must be fate. This must be what God has for me. I must be, I must need to be a firefighter. I stopped doing that though because I was in a firefighter science class and they were like, oh, to be a firefighter, you need to love science. I was like, hold on. I'm failing science. I don't like that. I don't like science. And there was a firefighter that died in 2012 from a dumpster explosion because the chemicals was wrong. It was a science thing. I'm like, I'm not going to let science kill me. No, I'm good. So I was like, I can't. I was like, absolutely not. And so after that, it was more of trying to find my place again and trying to refigure out what I wanted to do. But that love for acting and singing never left. Because like I sing at my church every single Sunday. I'm on the praise and worship team. I've been in the choir. I've always sang. And when we had like church plays, I've been in those. Like I've always loved musicals. I've always wanted to be on Broadway. So that love never left. I just kind of put it on the back burner because I was like, maybe that's not what I'm supposed to be doing. But when this got announced, I was like, I'm going to try. I'm going to try. It's never too late. I'm going to try. And then I prayed about it. And I was like, God, if I get this part, I'm going to know that this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And I got it. So I'm like, you know what? Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Because
man, it's refreshing hearing you say that. And I'm gonna say that. And the reason I say that is because for a lot of people, and I'll speak for myself. I put so many of the things I wanted to do on the back burner because I'm a father. I have 5 kids and I have a loving wife. And when I first started out of high school, I started doing beats. Well, I was doing music. So I was dropping beats. And throughout my whole time in the military, I was dropping a beat a day. Like I wanted to take this public. Like I was like, yo, I'm gonna be a producer. I'm gonna open up a studio. That was the idea.
Right.
Nothing ever came of it, because I didn't have the ability to really push myself out there. And so I put it on the back burner, like, a lot like what you did. So then years went by. In 2024, I started my podcast. Matter of fact, this month, the 24th of this month, will make a year I've been doing the podcast. And like, I have not felt this energized in a long time. Matter of fact, the closest thing I compare it to is when I did music. So like, when hearing you say it's never too late and you're still out there pursuing what you want to do, trying to turn a dream, a passion into something reality, it's like, yo, okay, I'm not crazy here. I'm on the right track. I'm doing something.
Yeah, it's never too late. And like even within the past couple years have been a lot for me. So it's like, cause like 4 years ago I lost my big brother, and then
I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you. He had a health condition and he was 39. So that in itself was hard. And at the time I was also pregnant. So it was really hard. And then last year I actually got divorced. So now I'm a single mom and I have 2 kids.
I'm sorry.
It needed to happen. Sometimes God allows things to happen for a reason. And even if we don't know, God has an end goal and God has a plan. So even though I didn't understand at the time, I am more at peace now than when I was in that marriage. Everything happens for a reason. And I don't regret anything because if I hadn't been in that marriage, I wouldn't have my 2 babies. So there's a reason for everything. And even though I went through all of that, you can't let those obstacles and those things stop you. You just need to consider those things stepping stones to your future. You just got to consider it as that, because you never know. I might come across somebody who may want to pursue acting or may want to pursue something, but they've gone through something. And I can be like, you know what? I've gone through some stuff too. And you can still do it. It's not too late to pursue what you want to do. And even seeing my kids, because they've watched me do my audition videos. And now every now and then they'll be like, Power of the Mythos. And I'm like, oh. So now I'm like, my kids are going to be seeing this. They're going to be watching me. And it's an amazing feeling. Like just seeing the work that you're putting in, your heart put into a project, and then you get to show that to your kids and they get to see the love that you put into something. So
yeah, definitely. I mean, and that's the mindset that makes dreams reality to me, because a lot of times we as parents, we preach stuff the sky's the limit. Aim for the moon, and if you land on a star, you're doing something good. But then when it comes down to us, we're like, yeah, I can't do it. I'm gonna, it's too late. And like I did an episode last week, and that was one of the things I said. It's never too late to go out there and achieve something that you want to do. If it's meant for you, and you're you're like, hey, this is something I really want to do. Your talent will make way for you every time. At least that's what I believe. And hearing your story, it's like, yo, this is, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to say it, this is proof right here. Your talent will make way for you. You just got to keep pushing. I feel so many times where we give up so easily. We give up at the first. A lot of people give up at the first. When the road is not, what's the word I'm looking for? When the road is not paved with gold and smoothed all the way, we're like, oh, well, you know what? That ain't the road for me to walk down because all the doors ain't open.
Right. And you never know. Sometimes that door is not a door that needs to be opened. Okay. Like, you never know the reason why you was given a no. Because yes, we're over here, you were given a no, but that could have been given to you so that way you can strive harder and you can do better to get that yes. Because then you'll appreciate that yes more. Because I mean, I'm going to be honest. I auditioned to go on The Voice and I got a no. But that doesn't mean I'm going to stop. Like, that's okay. A no doesn't mean that it's just never going to happen. Because if I let that be a no, then, why should I even continue trying with anything else? And then what example am I setting for my kids?
Facts. Like you're preaching. You're preaching right now. Because I mean, I don't know. I just feel that in this day and age, with all the things that we have going on, I feel so many people are afraid to actually dream. They're afraid to actually, you know what? This is what I want to do. And if it's just one person in the room, or whether it's 10,000, at least I can say I've done it and I'm achieving something that I want to do. Like, man, I commend you. Because I'm not going to lie. Like, you got me excited. I'm over there like Mythos Force. I started Googling. Hold up, is this what is this? Okay. And I'm like, okay. And then, like I said, whenever I saw it was his creation, I was like,
yeah,
I'm definitely into this.
Yeah. And like what really made me want to do it more is because I could see the love and the passion he was putting into it. And to be a part of something that means so much to another person, it just made me feel a little warm inside. I want to do it too. I want to do it too.
And that's contagious. It really is contagious. I look up to this person, Tyler Perry. I look up to Tyler Perry so much because in his start out, it was like, yo, like 7 years, bro. Like, you did this. Like, if I could talk to Tyler Perry right now, it'd be like, yo, you did this. You kept on for 7 years. How, like doing this podcasting, like I'm nervous every time I put out an episode. Like, how did you keep it up for 7 years and no traction? And then that went back right when you were about to give up, you boom, shot off like a rocket. Like, man, that's crazy. So like I one of the things I've been trying to push on the podcast is dream chasing. Like, you gotta chase your dreams. You are never too old. I cannot say that enough, man.
Yeah. I mean, there's an actress out there that started in her 90s. Like, it is never, ever, ever too late. And I would rather say that at least I tried. Even if I didn't get it, that's fine. At least I tried. It's better than not trying at all. And then, there could have been a possibility that I could have gotten that. But you'll never know because you didn't try. It's better to try. Always.
Facts. Facts. So who's your favorite? I gotta ask, all-time favorite actress or actor?
My all-time favorite actress or actor? My goodness. Okay, so I'm gonna say this, okay, because I have a couple. Here's my problem. I really like Whitney Houston. She's a great actress. I feel I could be biased because
I'm listening.
Because I watched Cinderella when I was a kid, so I love
Roger Hammerstein's with Brandy.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We on the same track. Okay.
Yeah. So I watched that, and then you got The Bodyguard and like all these movies, and I'm seeing her, and I'm like, this woman is amazing. Like, I just love her. But I can't say that I have like a singular like all-time favorite actor or actress, because I have seen a lot that are really good at their craft. They're good at what they do, but they have different things that they do that make it good. You know what I mean? So in my mind runs all over the place all the time, 24/7. So I apologize. But in my mind, it's hard for me to pick one just because there are so many that have different inflections in themselves that make what they do so good.
I feel that. That was a good answer. That was a good answer. If my
Now, if you
dad was
actually have a
here,
favorite movie, that'll be different.
let's have what is it? What you got? What's your favorite movie?
Okay, my favorite movie, it's an older one. I think it was made like in the 80s, but it's called The Lady and the Highwayman. Now, not a lot of people have seen that movie, and not a lot of people
I
know what that
haven't.
movie is. But it's amazing, and I absolutely love that movie. It's great. There's a lot of fighting in it. There's a love story, like forbidden, and like all this. It's just really good. I suggest it if you're into older movies. It's long, but I still have the DVD, and I used to watch that movie every single night. I used to watch it every single night. It's so good, and the story is crazy.
Favorite genre?
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm gonna make it better. I'm gonna make it better. If you could be cast for any movie in any genre, what genre would you want to be cast?
Oh my gosh. Okay. Because I would like it to be a mix. Like if it could be like a romantic action comedy, I feel like that would be cool. I feel like I could do that. Like
there you go. Any directors
like a romantic
watching
action
this?
comedy.
Romantic action comedy.
I feel like that would be great. Yeah, that would be great. Because I feel like there's not that many, but
there's
I feel like that would be there's not that many. And even like when I say romance, it doesn't have to be like, tongue down somebody's throat type, that's too much. It's too much. I don't need all of that. It's way too much. Okay? Let's keep it PG-13. Like I don't need all of that. Like no. Just hint at it. Give me like a handhold or like give me a hug.
I love you.
Just or a little peck. It doesn't have to be all that. Like I don't need all that.
I feel that.
Like even when I was like looking for auditions and stuff, and in the description it said you have to be comfortable with like being like revealing and like hinting at sexual activity and all that. I'm like, no, I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want that. No. PG-13. PG. Let's keep it PG.
I feel that. So being a mom and being a mom, a worker, and now pursuing this. So is it a short film? Is it going to be a motion picture?
So this is going to be a series.
Series, okay.
Regular Power Rangers, 40 episodes, 25 minutes. Like this is going to be a series. But we're starting with a pilot. So the pilot is going to be like 20 minutes. But it is going to be a series.
So where are you finding your balance at? Like where do you like, okay, you know what? I'm here, but I'm balanced.
Well, I think what really helps me keep my balance is I have a village. And not a lot of people have that, but I have been blessed with one. And, my parents, they be doing their big one. My sister, she just moved out of the state that I'm in, but she was helping a lot, like, especially she was helping keeping me on track. And I call her, she's my manager. And I said, when I get rich and I start making money, I'll pay you. Right now, I'm paying you with my love. You're getting paid with my love right now. Okay. But she would be like, hey, did you make a video today? Hey, did you do this? Did you do this? And at the same time, like while I'm at work, my mom is like helping watch my kids. Like I have a village, and that has made things easier for me. And in order for me to make the things that I want to do happen and to make my dreams come true, even when I was like because I did get discouraged at first, not gonna lie, like I did get a little discouraged because I was like, what am I gonna do? Like I have 2 kids, like I don't know what I'm gonna do, because I do want to pursue acting. I do want to be a singer. These are things I want to do, but I have children and they need to be my focus. So what am I gonna do? Like, how am I gonna do this? And I'm like confiding in my mom, and she's like, if this is what you want to do, we will make it happen. Like, you are going to be fine. Like, if we need to help watch your kids, that is what's going to happen. You don't have to worry about that. So I have my village, and that has made things move more smoothly for me, especially in this path that I'm trying to take.
Okay. Yo, big ups to your village. You did say something that resonates with a lot. Not a lot of people have that village. And big ups to your parents, because there's a lot of grandparents who I'm still in my prime. I'm not grandparent yet, So I respect your parents for that. Like that big ups to that. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, and
so
they got
it's
35 grandkids. So
whoa, how many?
35.
Okay,
35
grandkids. You know what? That means that is a big Thanksgiving table y'all have.
Yeah. 6 brothers, 3 sisters, big family. So
okay, 6 brothers.
And I
actually
have a brother that lives in Atlanta, in that area. He does music. And he's been getting on me for years. He's like, we need to do a song together. You need to get back singing. You need to do this. You need to do that. I'm like, I know. But now, because I told him I'm getting into this, and I'm like, I'm finna get back singing. I'm finna get back writing. I'm finna do this. And now he's like, okay, so when you coming to Atlanta? I'm like, soon. We'll make it happen. Soon.
Now you got a friend over here. I'm gonna be over there. I'm gonna be writing you on TCA. Yo, what's up? When am I gonna bring you back on the podcast for your album and everything? So man, pursue it. If you got the talent, use it, because you never know. I'm a firm believer. My grandpa said this, and it's something that I totally believe. If your passion or whatever it is you want to do becomes your job, then your job doesn't feel like a job, because you're just pursuing your passion and what you want to do. So like, I encourage you. Don't be like me. Don't be a one-trick pony. I'm a one-trick pony right now until my beats come out. And then when my beats come out, I'm be a 2-trick pony.
Well, I think you should make your horizons bigger. I don't think you should downplay yourself like that, because what you're doing, you shouldn't minimize it. What you're doing is a great thing, and it's never, like I said before, it's never too late to do what you want to do. You want to do beats, you go do that. Do it today.
I'm definitely I'm telling you, that's one of the things I'm working on it, because like I'm putting some beats in my episodes and some beats in my shorts. So like, I'm definitely dibbling and dabbling and everything. Like my wife laughs at me. She's like, "You're all over the place, son." I'm like, "Yo, I know, but I am having so much fun." And that's one of the things like I applaud my wife about. She always, whenever it comes down to doing the podcast or making beats, she's like, all right, what are you doing it for? And she's kind of like she makes me restate my mission statement. Like, I'm having fun doing what I'm doing. If it provides, cool. If it doesn't, cool. At least at the end of the day, I get to look my kids in the eyes and tell them, hey, I did it. It didn't go nowhere, but I did it.
Yeah, it's kind of like setting that example, like when you have children, to be like, even if it didn't work out for me, I wouldn't have it any other way. Like, you should, if you want to pursue something, pursue it, do it. Like, there's no reason why you can't. Just go do it. And I want my kids to know, like, I'll always be here to help you do what you want to do. So there's going to never be a reason why you can't. Don't tell me you can't, because yes, you can. You can go and do what you want to do. If you want it bad enough, if this is what you want and you want it bad enough, you will make a way and you will go do it.
Facts. My wife says people make time for what they want to make time for. And in the words of Love and Basketball, which is another great movie, when the father told his son, don't say can't. We're not going to, I'm going to change it up. Because when you say can't, you're stopping yourself from actually achieving. If you say I can't do something, you've already defeated yourself before you even started.
Yeah, just all that negativity. Just so much negativity. Yeah, got to get rid of the negativity. We need to be glass half full. Glass half full people, okay?
Yes, someone understands my logic. But I ain't gonna hold you up too much longer. I'm gonna go on and give you the last word.
Okay, thank you so much. I just want to say I'm really grateful that you allowed me to be on your podcast, and this is actually the first podcast I've ever been on, so that is also great. And this was a great experience for me, and I love talking with you, and I would love to come back at any point in time. And if there's anything that anyone that's listening or watching that could take from this, you can do whatever you want to do. If there is something you want to do, make the time and do it. It is never too late to do it. I don't care how old you are. It is never too late. I don't care what you got going on. And yes, life does get hard and it can seem hopeless for a little bit. But you know what? Hope was born from God, and God exists. So as long as God exists, hope's going to exist. So now that you know that hope exists, no matter what you got going on, no matter how hard it is, there is always going to be a light at the end of that tunnel, okay? This is just a season, and seasons change. The next season that comes by is going to be yours, and it is going to be okay.
Yes. Yes. I'm not gonna even add on to that. All I'm gonna say is this: y'all be looking out for Mythos Force from my girl Lay. She's gonna be the Pink Power Ranger. I'm gonna make sure I put whatever information I can get out to y'all so y'all can go on and support. Support is free. It don't cost you nothing to just
Don't
give us a
cost a
couple.
thing. Unless you wanna subscribe to the Patreon on Young Sage's page to help with this project. Other than that,
Yes,
it don't cost a thing.
it don't cost a thing. But y'all already know I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. If you're new to this, go on and hit that like, follow, comment, share, and subscribe button. If you're true to this, y'all already know, hit the comments up, pull up a chair, and welcome to the family.